What up, YouTube? This is Daniel Rucker with True Table. Welcome to the table. I have so much to say. So much to say. Today's topic is going to be about my fellas. Because as hard as I am on the women, as hard as I am on the females, fellas, I hold the same energy and the same level of accountability when it comes to y'all. But before I get cooking, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate it. I am going to be discussing a relative topic, but it's going to be a reaction to a video that I came across actually this morning. So the video pretty much explains how, I guess the assumption is that if a man is going to take out a woman who's a single mother, he needs to take care of her babysitter. Some nonsense like that. And the concern more so is how the guys reacted to it. And I'm going to speak to that. So anyway, without further ado, it's about a 2-minute video, little less than 2 minutes, so bear with me. But yeah, without further ado.
No, I got some real stuff that we see. I got certain scenarios. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I really like a chick and I'm trying to take her out, my youth, and I know that the father is not there around like that, and I actually really like her. I just want to slap. I'm lying. Sounds I want to slap, but it's one or the other. But look, I might pay for that babysitter, my nigga.
Okay, but look, like step up.
Question.
But she said, why should her and her baby father?
I got one question. Yeah. Now, if she approached you on that, or did you make that decision on your own?
I did if you went up to this shorty and she said, "Oh, if you want to take me out, you got to pay for my babysitter."
Oh, if they came, okay, if they came to me with it, dub. All right. But I have to come with it myself.
Okay, mira. I'm gonna let y'all know now.
Oh shit.
A bitch who really lives by these, and when I use bitch as the term of endearment, so I'm not calling people bitches.
Me too.
So if a bitch, I'm gonna keep, that's me. So if a bitch says like she lives by this, cause I live by this. You gotta take, like, I live by the, if you want to date me, if you want to be my man, you need to be able to take care of me. Okay. Because I'm able to take care of myself. And if you can't take care of me, then why are we even together? Like, cool, you like me, but I'm not about to be holding you down. Like, I'm at a point in my life, like, I'm an adult.
What if he could take care of himself and you could take care of yourself? You can't date him?
What's taking, I don't like.
The same way you're taking care of yourself.
I'm gonna get to you. So, a nigga to be, pay for my babysitter. I'm expecting you to know to do that for me. Like, if I'm like, like, I would go out with you, but I can't find a sitter, it's up to you to be like, yo, I really want to take this girl out. I'm about to pay for her babysitter. So if I notice that you didn't think to do something like that, or you ain't try to like work around that in whichever way, then I'm not messing with you. But I'm like, and I'm telling you, real like women who live this lifestyle, they're not saying it, they're expecting it. And then they weed you out accordingly. Okay. And that's the way it should be done.
Well, I'll weed you out accordingly.
Now, this is my issue. See, I often talk about how bad these females are, how much they need to grow, how many areas of faults that they have, the lack of development, the lack of entitlement, and all those things still reign true. But what I'm starting to realize more now than ever, see, I have a heart. I'm rooting for you fellas. I'm rooting for my dudes out there. I'm rooting for my gentlemen out there, right? But you guys gotta step the heck up. I can't support the movement that is men first if men aren't going to be doing what the heck they gotta do to be solid dudes in these streets. Kevin Samuels did a whole week of broadcasts last week dedicated to men. And I was super excited about it because I assumed that Deuce was going to come through shining. Deuce was going to come through with some solid, facts, statements, viewpoints, outlooks. No. Most of the dudes that got on that broadcast fumbled the ball. And it was quite disappointing, which is starting to make sense on why these women are performing at such a low level of their development. Why they're walking around with these asinine mindsets of entitlement. Why they're allowed to permit thoughts to reign true and then become their belief system and then go out in the world and start wreaking havoc on guys on their false expectations that they have and these, uber, delusionary thoughts and mindsets. But anyway, why this grabbed my attention was because I'm like, the audacity, like the nerve of women that, first of all, have children, a child or whatever, is on a dating market to have a expectation that a man that wants to take you out should pay for your babysitter. Sweetie, that tells me your life is not lived on a level of responsibility. You are operating at very low vibrations. If you can't afford a babysitter, you don't need to be dating. If you can't afford to take care of your responsibility in your household, you shouldn't be dating. It's just that simple. Men should not have to show up and now patronize your lifestyle just so he can go out with you and spend time with you. Where the heck is your investment? You the one with the kid. If you're the one with the kid, then your life should be situated and suited to be best permitted to be able to date. And I talked about this. I have several videos on my channel that talked about this very thing. Fellas, don't date women like this. If she needs to have certain things in place, she needs to have a network in place, she needs to have her lifestyle, her schedule on lock, and her kids need to be at a level to where she can actually date and do it successfully. You shouldn't be having to provide no money for her babysitter. That's not your position. That's her position. She wants to date, she wants to be out in the market and grow and meet somebody great and so on and so forth to hopefully have a lasting relationship. Why the heck should you have to pay for that? And my biggest problem with this particular video was the woman. I expect women to say stupid stuff. I expect women to say things that are so bizarre and crazy a lot of times because that's just how they are. They're descendants of Eve. Like, they're descendants of Eve. Eve been messing up since the garden. So I expect women to have retarded mindsets when it comes to things. What I don't expect is men to be out here catering to the nonsense. I don't expect grown dudes to be out here saying, well, the one dude in the corner with the yellow beanie on, my dude, if I like her enough, then I'll pay for it. Men like you are the reason why dudes like us have so much work to freaking do. Because you won't grab your sack and stand on a standard and be like, nah, I'm not doing that. Sweetie, you as a woman need to have your stuff together enough to be able to even exist in my atmosphere. But if you're operating on low levels and low vibrations like most of these dudes seem like they are, then it makes perfect sense why you pander to the nonsense. I don't get it. And dudes like myself, the fellas I rock with, my network, men on this level, we don't move that way. There's a standard. I'm important. Period. You spending time with me is just equally as important as me spending time with you. And at this current day market, since we are in a modernized society and we have women who are working and, functioning in society, making their own money and things of that nature, which is what women ask for to begin with, then my expectation is that you show up as a whole adult. You show up as someone who is responsible. The young lady in this particular broadcast had mentioned, well, I'm an adult. I expect that, because I take care of certain things, that you as a man, I'm not going to be with you unless you can take care of me. Sweetie, then you're not an adult. You cancel that out. Adults don't expect nobody to take care of them. Adults take care of themselves. If I wanted a child, I would have one. If I wanted a dependent, I would have one. And if I'm looking to pursue you as a man, a grown man to a grown woman, then my expectation at bare minimum is that you can maintain the stuff that you created, the debt you created, the lifestyle you created. For the mindset to me is something that is that we have a bunch of users nowadays and entitled people, but specifically women, who believe that they're special, who believe that somehow, some way, men are supposed to arrive with a plethora of gifts and generous gestures and things of that nature. No, I'm here to know. Nah. Unfortunately, that is not the case. And I need my men to start standing on something. I need my men to start understanding that it is your job and your responsibility to create the awareness of what the world is, of what it really is. Not this creating these fantasies and this nonsense. Girls are out here really thinking that they're important in the sense of unique or special because some sucker or a series of suckers have came across her path that have treated her to different experiences that she really just downright didn't earn or probably wasn't worthy of, in my opinion. And what's interesting is that you hear girls say that, oh, well, my ex used to do this, or the guy that I was dating, he used to do this for me. My first question is, well, where is he? If he's so awesome and the treatment was so amazing, then why the heck are you still in the situation that you're in? Why are you single? I don't want to hear about what a dude did when you have transitioned past him, when you've moved past him, because obviously it wasn't quality and good enough to keep your butt parked and happy and satisfied. So if you over here now, if you have my attention at the moment, well, then you're on display. Show me why I should even continue to pay attention to you or invest my energy and my time. Because I'm sorry, sweetie, there's tons of you. Tons of you. And it speaks to the problem that a lot of men don't operate from the abundant mindset. They operate on a scarcity mindset. They're so willing to sell their soul or their time, their energy on some booty, on some, come on, like that's in abundance. And therein probably lies the problem. There's not enough of you guys who's getting laid on a consistent basis or getting enough female attention, which quite frankly doesn't translate into any type of net worth or great FICO or anything like that. Chasing women don't get you any further to your developed self and the best version of yourself and really leaving value in this world. Most of the time it leaves you broke. Most of the time it leaves you hurt. Most of the time it leaves you in destitute. And my men need to step it the heck up. I mean, I'm hard on these females. And this is a daily thing. It's not just like this on camera. For those who are privileged enough to know me and, you know, who are friends with me in real life, they know this is me all the time. And I need for my men to start to look at themselves and understand how important you are, how vital you are. That your interactions with females is not so much just about you on a one-dimensional level, but it's about even if things don't work out with you, what are you setting up for the next man? What is another dude gonna have to deal with because you dropped the freaking ball? And that's what you gotta operate from. I let no woman slide on no nonsense. I let no woman get past me without at least bringing up the fact that, yo, sweetie, you effed up, or your mindset is incorrect. You need to grow up. You're immature, whatever it may be. Because I'm not concerned about if she stays here. I really don't care. What I'm concerned about is that you're going to go out here and wreak havoc on one of my fellas, one of my dudes out here in this fight. And I don't want to allow you to get past me unchecked. Period. Because you're going to go out here, catch a dude that may not have the tenacity that I have, that may not be able to potentially handle you at a certain level just yet. He's still developing, whatever it may be. But as a good dude. And here you are being a brat, spoiled and entitled, and he's really rocking with you, trying to be on some organic stuff, and you bring him nonsense. Nah, I can't have it. Fellas, hear me, feel me. You need to get it together. Females are always gonna be there. There's a new 18-year-old every single day. Get on your grind, get on your purpose. And more than anything, let these women experience you, the man you are, not your resources, not your associations, not the experiences that you could create, because those are moments. That's not life. And they need to know that. These heifers is out here floating in the atmosphere on the cosmos, straight Disneyland mindset, because you guys won't do your freaking job. So step it up. I told you I was gonna get cooking today. I didn't even do my intro to get cooking because that's how this, yes, I'm triggered. But y'all need to get it together. This is Daniel Rucker with Truth Table. Till next time, signing out. My fellas, let's do it.